Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last, and off we go here in the wild card round. And able to get this out to the 25. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. There's a short one put in by Simmett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got hold on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorter the sticks.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
11. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go. 180. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. To the right side and caught by Center. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be
Travis Etienne taking it in. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30.
Lisa 24. Big 13 heavy.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Lion. Go. Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
13. Think right. Think right open.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. The back deep is Jaden Reed. Taking it about the 16. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like that the runner's getting this too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Right it.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshore Turton, 53 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go, here we go. 11. Hey, Cam. Stop.
Now Burrow. And he is going to go down. They sack him on a final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
11. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They lost two, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Turn. It's hot. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Easy. Read a 44.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Bengals' 42-yard line.
11. Lisa 24. Hey, I'm gone. Hey, Soko, hot.
Now Lawrence. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence will throw. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jags have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Jaguars 14, Bengals 10. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. This is it. Sink right. Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bengals 10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 Thomas.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, go, go, let's go. Go, go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
24.
Now Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1-1, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
12. Here we go. Right 80. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Get set. 12. 12. Stop. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. There's a short one pulled in by Simmel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway.
And now it's blocked. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT. Right, 80.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Caught on the right side. Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
11. Here we go. Let it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
47 yards.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
.30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Bashir Turton as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. Incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Burrow on play action. Now he'll tuck this and run to the right side and caught by Simmons. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
There's that man, Travis Hunter. Down the left sideline.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just got to hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and
Big
goal
13
at the
heavy.
7-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
All right, let's go. Son, this is hot. Hey, kill. Here we go, son.
Lawrence will throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hey, Ginger. Done.
Turton. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go. 12, 11.
To throw once more on second and 10. Burrow. There's that man again. It's complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line.
On 2.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a good...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Trayvon Walker able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
11, MT.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Gun. Stop. Can. 11 mighty. 11. 11. Stop.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here we go. Stop.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Soko, hot. Sit. Here we go,
Lawrence from his end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, I'm gun.
To throw from his end zone. Lawrence. And ball complete. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The return is Reed. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stop. 11 mighty.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
11 empty. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Tyler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's caught.
Well, the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Touchdown!
Jaden Reed taking it in. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Bengals 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 11.
On play action, Lawrence. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Hey, run!
Ball at the 6, third and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Bengals drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Operating from the gun, Tyler. Open man is Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
There's a short one pulled in by center.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
19
Operating from the gun, Tyler.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, Tyler.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. Play action. Tyler.
He'll get this complete to Sinnott, the tight end.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Off the play fake, Tyler.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
2nd down, goal to go.
Play action. Tyler. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Bengals 31. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
That's good.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Let's
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL